Morning, cyber traders. Happy Thursday, everybody. As usual, good morning, everybody. Looks like we're having another little correction with these let me tell you, these bank stocks. My God, I don't know what's going on with them, but they're taking some big hits over there. My God, I don't know what's happening. You know what? Listen, this is the same thing that I saw when I was back when I was trading in the financial crisis. Some of you remember, but we saw a lot of these things that were happening just like in the past. They're not, listen, you're getting, like I told you, I was really excited to hear what happened with the presidency, what he had to say. It made some really good rallies. Listen, SIVA didn't open up yet. That's not a good sign. You know, Signature Bank getting crushed. I mean, what's the other one right here? FRC. I mean, it's getting crushed. It's almost back to its lows. So, and some of you might think like, could it still go lower? You know, at 19, listen, 19 is a big support levels. If you look back here on this day right there, when it hit that bottom, 1750, actually it is. But listen, I'm just telling everyone here right now, be very careful of these stocks, okay? Don't get crazy. Don't be jumping into them too much. They're very volatile. You got to scalp. Remember, we teach you that in class. When you took the class with me, you know, when you get to phase 3, do a lot of scalping. And, you know, and by the way, I know Josh was telling me, want to do a quick little shout out, but who was it? Chris, one of the platinum students, said he made about $2 trading one of the stocks in the pre-market after doing his coaching class. So I'm glad you guys doing the coaching. It's great. That's one of the big things that we're very known here at Cyber Trade University. It's all about doing one-on-one coachings. It's all about, like, you know, when you do your classes and everything, to kind of tweak and get you better at it. But this is what it's all about. You make your money and that's it. Because you sit here all day, you're gonna churn. But what we're happening right now with this whole financial thing that's happening, you got to be listen, the market is very sketchy. Okay, we're down about 150 right now. We had a little bit of a move yesterday. Let me just bring up the chart right here. You can see we had a big pop going into the last few minutes. It looks like some covering that was happening on the Dow. But look at that trend. Look at that trend. I told you, support levels are going to be right around here, which is what we're pretty much testing right above. I mean, I don't even think that's even a big support level. I'm thinking about 31,000. You know, we're about 800 points away from that. The real support is here, 28. But anyway, let's do that. So we got those stocks on the watch list. Obviously, the PACW, the WAL, FRC, SI, ZION. I mean, poor stocks. My God. And then obviously you saw what happened with Credit Suisse yesterday. That was another one that just got crushed yesterday. So the bank stocks, let me tell you, the inflation and all these interest rates that went up so fast, it just basically caught everyone, surprised on what happened. But let's go look what's going on today. Listen, I did not see that much going on this morning, okay? You look here in the big percentage gainers. I mean, the most active. There's not that many brand name stocks out there. You know, there's really not. Listen, we talked about Facebook. They laid off all those people. We had a fun conversation talking about that yesterday about, like, people don't realize it, but that is a lot of that is a big expense, probably the most expensive expense for a company. And I told you about the whole Twitter thing, you know, about all the how much money they made off and how these kids were having just the time of their lives. You know, I'm still waiting. I wonder when reality's going to kick in. I hope they saved a lot of it. But anyway, that's good for a company to lay those people off. It helps them. I mean, obviously these brand names, but other than that, there's not that much out there. You know, there's not that much moving on out there. I mean, you could see that. Blockchain's doing pretty decent. Bitcoin's doing really well. I think I just saw we were over 24,000. So, you know, obviously crypto's doing well due to what's happening with the banks. But be very careful today. So anyway, I was going through the watch list and I didn't see that much going on out there. So I'm just going to show you. There was this one stock right here that I found this morning. Okay. This stock, LIPO. And even looking at level 4, I didn't really see that much. There was a couple of buyers hovering here around the 250 to 265. I didn't see that much out there, but it is up 50%. It is tradable. It did trade 3.2 million shares. It is pharmaceutical stock. It does got resistance levels right around here, which is kind of testing right around this 330, 340 price range. So keep an eye on that. But I'm not completely sold on it. There was this other stock, Jan. This stock was a $5 stock. It went up in the morning and it came back down. I mean, it only went up about 20 cents. I wasn't sold on that. Then there was a stock. This one, I mean, look at all these stocks. This stock took a big hit. It looks like a little bit more of a dead cat bounce right here. Not really sold on that either. Not sold on this. What else I had? I had this one. I thought maybe OKY. I mean, because we traded it. Some of you remember we traded the stock on this day. It went from 270 back on February 17th. We're from 240 to $7. So we know that stock does move. There's a little bit of an iceberg order showing up over here. For 11,000, right at around $2. I'll show it to you right here. You can see them right there, 11,000. There was a big iceberg order showed up here around 250. I mean, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not impressed about it, but OKYO. I hate days like this. I really, really do. I'm not a big fan of days like this. And it happens. It really does happen. What else I had? Losers. I mean, we know pharmaceutical stocks don't come back, so stay away from ESPR. This thing got destroyed. This thing's down almost, my God, it was at almost $7, $6.50. Thing all down to $1.50. I guess that drug didn't work out too well. There's another stock getting crushed right here. I mean, you can see it's making new lower lows, $5 stock. I mean, all these things getting hammered. John did well on the stock. Grant saying on the OKYO. Well, listen, I'm glad he got in and out of it, and he got into the pre-market. But obviously, right now you can see it's not really going anywhere. So just be very careful of that. New York Stock Exchange. I hopped on over here. There was a stock path that's up 16%, $2. But the level 4 is disgusting. It looks like, I don't know. It just looks like a rainbow. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like Legos. It looks like a rainbow, just lines going straight across. So it looks like a flag almost. I don't know what flag I would probably say that is, but it's just nothing going on with that one. That's the biggest percentage gainer. You got, I mean, there's Credit Suisse, CS. I tell you, it had a nice little pop yesterday. It got really crushed at $1.75. That was another one that had a good move. You could get a dead cat bounce on it, even though it really got beat up pretty bad. It came down. It did come back a little bit. I would still be very careful of it. Don't think this stock is going back, whatever it is. But I'll throw the CS on there. Another one that's also came up there is Snap. Snap had a little bit of a move here from gapped up, but it's not really going anywhere. I mean, you can see it right here. It's kind of moved up a little bit to 11, came back to 10. I mean, it's really, it's horrible. It's horrible. And all the big losers, all those bank stocks, they're all, I meant to ask everyone, are these all the California stocks? Just out of curiosity. All these stocks are part of the California SIVB, Signature. I mean, all of them. Snaps is reaching. Yeah, I know, Mark, and that's true. I don't know if everybody read the news on TikTok, but the government says they're giving like the owners an ultimatum: you get rid of China, or we're going to ban you. So yeah, I saw that. But I was just curious because they're like, it's so funny how they're all the same, and they're all small banks. And this is actually, which is terrible because it's kind of bad for us. The small banks look really bad. This is like, you ever hear the phrase, the middleman always gets hurt? It's always the middleman that's going to get hurt in regarding about the small businesses. The rich gets richer, the poor get poorer, and the middle class got poorer too. This is basically what happens with these banks. And, and the big banks just get bigger. They basically going to benefit from this. But hopefully, like I said, unfortunately, their catastrophe is going to be our opportunity. All right, everybody. Let's get ready for the market open up. You got I don't like today. I really don't. Pre-market looks terrible. Does not mean that we still can't trade going into the afternoon. It means we could still go out there and trade this afternoon and still find some stocks that are moving when the market opens up. We'll see how it opens up. But as of right now, I'm glad a lot of you guys haven't been chatting too much and been doing too much, but this is normal. Now, very important before we go, 12 o'clock today, And Rich, we just posted in the trading room and also in YouTube. I will be doing an open house. We do it every Thursday at 12 o'clock. If you know your friends, if you guys got Twitter, chat, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, go out there, invite them to come at 12 o'clock. We're going to do an open house. We're going to teach everybody about how level 4 works. So look forward to seeing you all there. Good time to take a break. So if you're not doing anything, we'll be there. In the meantime, be very careful this morning. And if you see something, you trade something, you say something. All right, everybody. Good luck today. I'll see you when the market opens up. Everyone else on social media, we'll see you back here at 2:30 and at 12 o'clock. Happy trading, everyone, and trade safe.